Hi, family. All right, y'all, we in the car. We on the way to my niece's birthday dinner, okay? The end of season party for my daughter's basketball little team was real cute, you know what I'm saying? We turned up, turned down for what? Just a little bit, okay? We then came home, got in the shower, changed clothes, got ready, birthday dinner time. So now we being better and we being on time. So I'm gonna give y'all a story time while we on the way up the road. So check this out. Please, y'all, bear with me. I ain't never told no story, but I'm going to tell a story on this one, okay? Excuse me if I repeat myself. I'm going to try not to, and I'm going to try to stay on task. Anyway, without further ado. All right, y'all. So y'all know quite naturally when you graduate high school, okay, everybody usually part their separate ways. You know, everybody's going to college, people going to military, you know, some people, you know, got accepted into like, you know, NBA pro, NFL pro, whatever the case may be, okay? So y'all, I had this girl that I used to be, you know what I'm saying, we was real close, like in high school for real, you know what I'm saying, we was tight, you know, but quite naturally, like I said, when you graduate high school, everybody go their separate ways, and that's just what happened. Didn't talk to her no more after high school. And quite honestly, you know, if you don't have social media like Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, whatever, it's like you're not going to keep up with the people that you have, because basically that's what Facebook is for, to keep up with friends that you know what I'm saying, once you graduate high school, you keep a connection, right? That was the base of Facebook, okay? That's another story within itself. Anyway, but quite naturally, if you don't have social media, you don't keep up with these people, you know what I'm saying? And so me and her are both from the same area, you know, we came through elementary school, middle school, high school together, whatever, okay? So with all that being said, I would see her every now and again in passing. And when I say passing, it's like when we go back home to visit, and hypothetically, well, not hypothetically speaking, but just out of nowhere, like she came home to visit, okay? Because everybody that I know who graduated high school, I know is like either out of the area, like they don't live there anymore, right? They have like family that they go home and visit. Anyway, moving on, because I want to stay on track. And so, like, she DM'd me, okay? And she DM me like 3 times. So let me tell you exactly what happened. So girl, she DM me, oh Jesus, son. She DM me and asked me, this was like back during the summertime. This was like August, September time or whatever. And she asked me if she could borrow X amount of money and then she would pay me back X, Y, and Z. So, you know, in my mind, I'm like, girl, we ain't talked since like high school. But, you know, I never responded back to her, okay? So I didn't really say anything. And the crazy thing is that, you know, y'all know Babe played the game. So Babe, you know, we have some of his friends that he played with, our friends that we went to high school with, okay? So they play online. So they playing NBA 2K online or whatever. And like his homeboy was like, yo, guess who hit me up? They inboxed me, asked me for this, and that, and I ain't say nothing back. So he was telling me about it, and I was like, that's weird, because she asked me the same thing. Like, you know, and I showed Babe the text. I was like, this is crazy, you know? So I ain't never, you know, really think nothing more into it. I just didn't never, you know, say anything about it. Quite naturally, you know, everybody's posting on social media. You gonna like and love a post that people, you know, post or whatever, right? So anyway, you know, she'll post stuff, I'll post stuff like normal. Everybody on Facebook post stuff. You like and love the post. You go on days, weeks go by. She hit me up again. It was like right after Thanksgiving, before Christmas, okay? And so she asked me the same thing. Nothing was different about what she asked me about. You know, she just asked me, you know, can she borrow X amount of dollars? She just need to get this, that, whatever. Okay. So that time, the second time, I asked her, I was like, yeah, I didn't ask her. I was like, okay, you know, I'll try and help you. I'll see what I can do. You know, drop me your Cash App, your Venmo, whatever. She was like, okay. She was like, well, I have Apple Pay. Do you have Apple Pay? I was like, no, you know, I don't have an iPhone. You know, I'm an Android user. Okay. So I'm like, you know, just do you got Cash App or Venmo? You know, drop me your thing, you know, and I'll see what I can do. She dropped it to me, y'all. And I never sent her the money, okay? And it wasn't that I did it purposefully because I didn't do it. Like, I literally forgot all about it, because after Thanksgiving, the beginning of December, like y'all know, I'm in school online, right? So I'm doing finals, I'm studying, you know, my daughter's in cheerleading that time. Christmas parades, Thanksgiving parades. She's doing competitions. So it's like my mind is just like I'm in mom mode, like I'm in go mode. You know what I mean? So I forgot all about it. Never, brought it back up. I never, DM'd her back and was like, hey, do you still need it? None of that. You know what I'm saying? I just it went all off my mind, honestly. So crazy thing is, she hit me up again like right after it was like maybe a couple days after the new year. Okay, after January 1. Yeah, she hit me up like a couple days after New Year. And she was like, hey, Tiffany, sorry to bother you. I'm just reaching out to see if you can help me with X amount of dollars and, a few little items that I need, whatever. Now, this time, y'all, what was so different about this time is that it weighed on me. When I said weighed on me, like I felt like she really needed help. I don't know if y'all ever felt like that about a situation or whatever circumstance may have you, but it weighed on me differently. Like she really needed help. Like something was really wrong. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, okay, something must be really wrong because, and it's not like she was hitting me up back to back to back to back. It was like, time in between. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, okay. And, oh, y'all excuse me. And I'm like, okay, what is happening? Like, I'm trying to get in the toe of, like, what's going on, okay? So, when she hit me up, I'm like, all right, let me just think about it. I looked at it, and I didn't, when you look at something in your DM, it shows that you looked at it. But I seen it. I have my notifications flash across the screen of my phone. So I read it, but I didn't actually open up the message to read it, right? So I'm like, okay, she asked me for help again. I was like, but it's something different. Like, I really feel like she really need help. I don't know what it is. And I'm the type of person, where I'm strong in my faith and I'm trying to be a little bit better, trying to be more giving and understanding of people's situations. You know what I'm saying? Because I look at, how I would want somebody to help me. And I am the person that live by the golden rule. I treat others the way they want to be treated. Let's not get sidetracked. Back to the mouth ahead. So I'm like, okay, this is crazy. Like, this is super crazy. So I'm like, why am I feeling like this? So I'm tossing it in the air. I'm talking to, some of my closest people. I'm talking to Damien, and I'm like, babe, what should I do? I was like, I feel like she really need help. I have this strong feeling like, I need to help her. You know what I'm saying? So he was like, well, you can go about it two ways. And he wasn't the only one that told me about it. You know what I'm saying? So babe was like, you can go about it two ways. You can either give her the money and let her do, whatever she need to get, whatever, and then let it go. Or you have the choice of, messaging her back and say, hey, what if I get these items for you and I just, I meet you somewhere, right? I was like, oh, I didn't even think about that. It's like saying, let me get these items for you, instead of like, oh, she want X amount of dollars and I don't know about that. You know what I'm saying? So I messaged her back and I thought about this thing all day. This was like an 8-hour day, like a work day, okay? I'm like, all right. So I messaged her back and I said, well, what if I get these items for you and then I meet you to give them to you? And she texts back like not even a minute later and was like, oh, that'll be great. That'll be so helpful, X, Y, Z. And I'm like, okay, it might not be what I'm thinking it is. You know what I'm saying? So what I did was, when I got off of work, she sent me her actual phone number. Okay, she was like, hey, this is my number, call me or text me, whatever. I'm like, all right, cool. So she was like, no, I'm sorry. I'm getting sidetracked, y'all, my mind, and I'm trying to drive at the same time. So what I did was, when I messaged her when I got off work, I was like, hey, I'm about to go get the stuff that you need or whatever. Do you think you can meet me? So in the time frame, it take me 30 minutes to get from work back home. So I'm like, okay, within that 30-minute time frame of me driving, she texts back like maybe 15 minutes later and was like, hey, I don't have a car, and I stay, in a hotel room, whatever. Then I got skeptical, right? Because I'm like, yo, the way the world is now these days, I'm not finna help you and then I come to you and you take my shit. Like, you jump me. Like, you know what I'm saying? You shoot motherfucker up. I ain't trying to do that because, you know what I'm saying, the way life is and the economy is right now. Okay, I'm not trying to be on nobody's TV. I'm not trying to be on nobody's top story news. Okay, that's not what I'm trying to do. So when she sent me that, I thought about that thing, right? So I called babe. I was like, babe, you know, she told me she, you know, staying in a hotel, whatever. She don't have no transportation. She can't meet me. I'm gonna have to come to her. And I was like, no, like, I ain't trying to get, you know what I'm saying, snatched out this bitch. Like, what's happening? So he was like, well, see if, you know, somebody can ride with you. And I'm like, right. You know, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna call Cuzzo. So I called my cousin. I was like, Just, yo, what you doing? He was like, no, I'm chilling, you know what? I was like, listen, I ran him down the story, I'm telling y'all. And so I was like, I just need somebody to go with me because I'm not trying to get, you know what I'm saying? Like, the situation seems skeptical, but I ain't trying to be, you know, like, really that absent-minded. You know what I'm saying? So he was like, yeah, I was like, because, you know what I'm saying? If I get snatched the fuck up, I need somebody to get ready to come out and 1-2 a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? We in. You know what I'm saying? I need somebody that's going to come with me and be ready to throw the ones without a problem. That's just it. So, moving on. All right. Lo and behold, I picked my cousin up. And when I look back at the text that she sent me, and when I say she sent me like the bare minimum items, like she just wanted water. She wanted some food to put in the microwave because that's all they got in the room, of course, you know. So I'm like, okay. She was like, that's, you know, that's all I really needed. But I felt like she needed more than that, y'all. I really did. So I went on ahead and I went to the store. I got her a case of water, okay? I got her like some Tupperware containers, you know, some hygiene products, you know, oral hygiene products. Like what I did, y'all, I made sure she was good. Like I got stuff to where as if she was moving into like an apartment. Like I got her laundry detergent, everything. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't want her to want for anything. I don't know what she going through. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how long she could be going through, whatever. I just want her to be okay when it comes to your personal stuff. You know what I'm saying? Especially because, you know what I'm saying, as a female, you know, you want to be able to have these things on hand. All right, I'm moving on. Y'all, I was like, all right, Just, we about to pull up. Like, get ready, because if anything happened, nigga, hop out the door. And he was like, shit, we on it, all right? So I pull up, y'all. I text her, told her I was outside. And she was like, when I say, y'all, that girl came outside and she boo-hoo cried, fell to her knees and was like, oh my God, Tiff, thank you so much. Like, you don't understand, like, what I'm going through. I'm like, girl, what is happening? So she ran down the story. I was like, sis, damn, that's crazy. Like, you know, and it's crazy because you never would think that somebody that you knew or that you grew up with would go through something like that. You know what I'm saying? It's different when you move to an area, like, say, for example, you go to New York, you go to Atlanta, you go to all these top cities, LA, Los Angeles, and you see, like, homeless people on the street. You know what I'm saying? You be like, damn, I wonder, you know, what they went through. Like, what happened? Like, how did you get here? Like, you had to been somebody before you got here, okay? And when she ran me down the story, I was like, sis, what? Oh, my God. So when she ran me down the story, y'all, and when I tell you my girl cried so bad, y'all, it was like a weight lifted off my shoulders. And I felt like I said before in the beginning of the story, like, I'm really strong in my faith, y'all, now. And I feel like it was a trial and test to see, like, how would I really react to this situation. You know what I'm saying? I'm the type of person that be like, nope, I ain't never talked to you, I'm not helping you. That's always have been me. Except if you're close to me and you asking for something, okay, what's up? What you need? Let's figure it out, type thing. You know what I mean? So now this situation was very, very different, okay? And so I was so glad that I helped her, okay? And when I say that weight lifted off me, y'all, it was like a breath of fresh air. You know what I mean? Like, when I say, like, it weighed on me and the weight lifted off, like, I don't know. Like, if y'all know how y'all get a pimple and it be hurting, and then once you bust it, it feels so much better. That's the emotion I was feeling. Like, yo, she really needed help, and I'm glad that I was here to help her, because I never know if I was to ever get in a situation and I need somebody to help me with something. You know what I mean? Like, what if something, Lord forbid, something happened to me and she's in a better place than what she is now, and I call on her, like, what, and she's in a place to help me. You know what I'm saying? Like a blessing for a blessing, and I ain't trying to block my shit coming through, because what's happening, I'm trying to be better. Moving on. So, y'all, I felt like a sigh of relief, y'all. I was like, yo, she really, really needed help. You know what I'm saying? And like, what do y'all think? Like, seriously, what do y'all think about that? You know what I'm saying? How do you really feel about that? Because I feel like it took different times for me to really think about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it was it wasn't a different pattern at all. It wasn't different. It was literally the same thing. Nothing changed from what she asked me for. The amount of money didn't go up. It didn't go down. The things that she asked me for didn't change. Everything stayed the same. So I'm like, what? Crazy, right? Like, I'm glad that I was able to be a blessing for somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I tell y'all, like, I never used to be like that. When I said like that, I'm going to tell y'all how I am, okay? I'm going to give you an example, and I'm being real. You know what I'm saying? Take how you want it, whatever. I'm the type of person where, okay, I have a child, right? Don't get me wrong. I don't want to see any child out back, and I don't. I will go to the ends of the earth to help kids, and I would. But what we not finna do is, like, I'm not finna always go to the end of the earth for kids and nobody go to the end of the earth for mine when it comes to that time. Okay? Okay? For the people in the back who did not hear me, once again, I will go to the ends of the earth for children and my family repetitively now. But if it comes to a point where you can't go to the end of the earth for me and mine, yeah, I'm just saying. And sometimes it gets tiresome. It gets tiresome, y'all. It really does. And if you understand where I'm coming from, y'all drop in the comment. For real. Spam me in the comment. Talk to me. Conversate with me on this little story time. So until we get to where we going. Okay? Cause yeah. But what would you guys have done? Like, would you, if you had a friend that reached out to y'all not once, not twice, but 3 times, asking for the same thing, like, would you have helped this person? Would you still have let it go by? Would you, like, not, would you kept asking? Would you block them? Would you, like, what would you unfollow? Like, what's up? You know what I'm saying? And we're in the same space. We listen and we don't judge, right? I'm just saying, y'all. It was that, baby. I'm just saying. Y'all comment below and let me know how y'all really feel about this little mini story time on the way. But I'm gonna continue driving on to my destination, y'all, and I'm gonna dial y'all back when we get there. Okay? Love you.